We wrote a book called Lavash, which means we met some amazing bakers who make some of the best lavash in Armenia. They produce bread that is soft and crackly with crazy blisters. They get this result because they bake it in a tonir. A tonir is a clay oven in the ground. You basically build a fire at the base of the oven. Then you wait until the fire has died down a bit and the walls are super hot. That's when it's ready to go. Tonirs have been used for centuries by Armenians to bake lavash. We, though, used it to warm up our feet during one of our visits. Once we got familiar with how bakers worked with the tonir, we wanted to learn more about the tonir itself. How's it made? And who makes it? Our friend Marilu Papazian, the director of Tumo, which is probably the world's best after-school program, told us to visit a Tonir Maker in a village called Sarnagpior. Apologies, I am not pronouncing that correctly. We met Spartak in the center of the village and followed him to his house. In the back of the covered shed, he showed us how to make a tonir. First, the clay, which he gets from a nearby hillside. He rolls the clay into little logs, then shapes the logs and begins to form the walls of the tonir, slowly from the bottom upwards. Because the clay is soft and heavy, he can't build it all at once or it will collapse. Instead, he builds to about a quarter of the way up, then lets it dry before continuing. That process takes about 10 days. Once built, he smooths the sides with a damp sponge. Then the tonir is set aside to dry for another 20 days. Eventually, when it's done, it's big enough to hide a person inside if they crouch down a bit. Before the tonir can be used, it needs to be fired. Think of it like a kiln for pottery, but instead of putting a piece of clay in the oven, a fire is built inside the tonir. The fire needs to be built up slowly or the tonir will crack. Once cooled, the tonir is hard as stone. And that's about it. Clay, water, time, and fire. Something out of nearly nothing.